I don't know. You asked if I got the cyst removed on my arm. I don't know. Um, I'm hoping it won't have to be removed, or I'm hoping it's nothing serious. It developed in very late September. Oh, my shoulder was bothering me before that because after my mom died, I did a lot of typing via email, communicating what led up to her death, and even things I was going through after her death. Uh, about addresses, names. It was just all compiling upon compiling and other things I found out. But anyway, years ago, the late Dr. Michael Young, I'm tired right now, reviewed an MRI on my right shoulder, and the result on it said a cyst filled with large amounts of debris and two small tears in a tendon. I asked him if that could heal itself, and he said it could. And I asked him if I could get the 3-month steroid shot, and he said, yeah, but he said, I don't want you coming in here every 3 months for one. And I said, don't worry, I won't be. I've only had them, that's 3 times in my life. One time, I guess last year in the right shoulder, and before that in the right shoulder by the late orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Michael Young. And the first time was in the left shoulder. I'm starting to realize I don't really think they help. I don't know. I think in some cases they make things worse. But yeah, late September 2000, and I didn't really notice it. I don't know. It's strange how I knew it was there. I knew my shoulder was bothering me, my right one, and it was right all coming down right at a routine appointment. But I didn't think to bring up the knot. It was already there. It's still there today. I had somebody here not long ago. I'm like, put your 2 fingers on it and press and feel. And they're like, yeah, I feel it. You can even see it. I hope it doesn't have to be removed. I don't know. But yeah, the answer is I prefer no hunting on the property. Absolutely, it's no. Huh. And especially you asked that right after I'm telling you about a bullet I found in my barn loft. But yeah, I don't. I very rarely permit somebody to hunt on this property, and my mom was of the same opinion. She didn't like animals to be killed unnecessarily, especially for the thrill of the kill. I guess I got a lot of that from her. Uh, um, I mean, she wouldn't, unless it was like a pesticide type deal. She didn't want, for the most part, I mean, she didn't want snakes killed unless necessary. I even remember her when I was like between 4 and 5 years old, before my adopted dad even knew he had cancer. She was trying to survive a baby possum then with like not a syringe, but like a eyedropper or whatever you call it. So I think compared to my mother, to say this and end on this note, I turned out to be more of a wildlife lover than her, because she didn't even hardly go over the property. I mean, she even got in her later years. I mean, even upper 50s, mid 60s. I mean, before some of the medical stuff started jacking up, she didn't even hardly go to the river and stuff. So I really have been in touch with nature and the family property here way more than she ever was. And all she did, she wouldn't even stick to her garden. Couldn't even get her to mow her own yard. But she still was a smart woman, and I learned a lot from her. And from the time I was like 12 to 25, 26, we was close, pretty close. And things started taking a turn closer I got to 30, and I think she thought I was out for her, not out for her best interest as much as I was. And I think she started viewing me with some issues she maybe had, repressed or not, with her father that I didn't, because time I came around, he was older, and I had a better relationship with him. But that's all like generations ago, a lifetime ago. I mean, she had me close to the age of 33, and then so, that's a lot of years went by, you know, with her parents. By the time I got to interact with them, and I interacted with them on the property in a way she never did, and I don't know. It worked out how it worked out, and it wasn't all bad. I learned a considerable amount from all three of them, grandparents and my mother, and part of me wishes today I wish I knew 20%, 50% of what my grandmother did about gardening. My grandfather, I don't know. My grandfather was pretty good at operating a tractor in certain ways. Some of that I remember. I was impressed how he would do certain things with the front end loader of a bucket, even how to get unstuck and stuff. But anyway, take care. About right after 7:30 p.m., 23rd day of September.